Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am here today at Disney's Hollywood Studios with my dad because we are trying out the brand new DAS system. We're here today to find out exactly how it works and how it pairs with the Genie app on My Disney Experience. It's going to be another very confusing video today, guys, because we are here trying to figure this out on our own for the very first time to figure out how exactly it works, and we are going to be doing our best to try and let you guys know how you can best use DAS and Disney Genie to optimize your day. So we got into Hollywood Studios today right after 2:30, and as soon as we entered the park, we immediately went over to guest relations and set my dad up with the DAS. Now, we weren't able to immediately get a return time via the My Disney Experience app, which is something that you're supposed to be able to do on the new update. However, they were able to set us up with a return time for Rise of the Resistance there at guest relations. Shortly after we got that return time and we decided to sit down and start people watching, the function on My Disney Experience to get your own DAS return time did pop up on the phone, so I'll be explaining that process a little bit later.
Right here, folks, you can go on that side too. We're all set.
Thank you. So now that we have scanned in theory, we should be able to immediately make another return time for a different attraction straight from our phone. This is the first time I've seen a live one. Holy crap.
You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble. Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, then go to the further. You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields.
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
All personnel to their stations! Stop! The prisoners have escaped!
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. Your efforts are wasted. You cannot escape me. Your precious resistance is about to be destroyed.
Okay, so first of all, Rise of the Resistance is a fantastic ride as always. That was actually the first time I have ever gotten the Kylo Ren B mode in the final show scene before you go into the escape pod, so that was really interesting. Now, one thing that we wanted to test was how soon can we get another return time using the DAS system after we scan in to Rise of the Resistance. So it was only a couple minutes between the time that we scanned to the time that we went onto the phone and were able to make another DAS return time on our own to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at 4:30. So you can see right here, the process is extremely easy and very, very convenient. It saves us time from having to leave Rise of the Resistance and walk over to Runaway Railway to then get a time, and that's when it starts, where we can start our return time wait as soon as we get into the queue for Rise of the Resistance. So far, I am really enjoying this new DAS update, and I know for families that really need it, they are definitely going to enjoy it, and they are going to be saving a lot of time in the park. I know my parents and my dad, who uses the DAS every time he comes, he's enjoying it so far. Another thing that I want to bring up is that the DAS system is not meant to be used and abused to bypass the paid Lightning Lane system. This system is for families with individuals who cannot wait in the line for whatever reason. So again, this video isn't meant to promote abusing the DAS system. I'm just showing people who need to use the DAS system for whatever reason for their family members how to use it. So here's a question that I know some of you guys are going to have that I went ahead and asked a guest experience cast member. If you guys are park hopping and using the DAS. So for example, we are here at Disney's Hollywood Studios and we are using the DAS system here. If for some reason we wanted to hop on the Skyliner and go over to Epcot, we cannot make a DAS return time until we get to Epcot. So My Disney Experience knows when you scan your pass into the next park, that is when the system will change it over, so that way you can go ahead and make a return time for that other park. So we are here at Hollywood Studios right now. I cannot go into My Disney Experience and make a return time for something at Epcot. I have to actually be there at the park. Good to know.
Sure, turn to color green for me, friends. Alright, lead party, you're good to start scanning. Make sure that mask is on for me, sir. Put that on in.
Yep.
How you do?
Hey, listen, Liam.
Sure, anything. Those here are great.
County, where was Wayne? What could possibly go wrong?
Please let us get evac. I've never been evac.
Attention Mickey and Minnie's, powering down.
Attention Runaway Railway riders. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties. Please remain seated in your train car until a cast member arrives to assist you. Thank you.
What's the matter?
We may be getting evac'd. So as unfortunate as that evac was, it was also a blessing because number one, I've never been evac'd off of a ride before. I used to work at Disney as a cast member and I've evac'd people myself off rides, but I've never been personally evac'd off a ride. So did it on Runaway Railway, which was really, really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed some of that footage that we got for you guys as we were getting evac'd off the ride. So the procedure for that is they scanned our magic bands and our cards to make sure that we have a return time for this attraction. So whenever it does come back online, we're able to go back through the lightning lane and do all that. And it is only good for this attraction, so just bear that in mind. So while we were in line for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, I went ahead and pulled up the My Disney Experience app and I made another DAS return time for Slinky Dog Dash at 5:30. We just got evac'd off of Mickey and Minnie's, so now it's about 5:06 right now. So we're gonna make our way over to Toy Story Land, hang out there for a little bit, do a little bit of people watching, and then at 5:30, get on Slinky Dog Dash. Another thing I wanna say is I wanna give a huge shout out to the cast members at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway on a very quick and efficient and safe evac. That was very well done. We weren't waiting there for a long time at all, and they got us out of there real quick and real safe. So while we're over here waiting for our next return time with DAS on Slinky Dog Dash, I might as well explain to you guys how the system works and how to actually make a return time on your phone, because I don't think I went into detail on that earlier. So from your My Disney Experience app, you're going to open up the home page and you're going to go down to the very bottom right corner for those three little lines. If you are already registered on the DAS, then you can scroll all the way down and you should see a button. Some ships are going by. You can see a button that says Disability Access Service DAS. You open that up and it will open up the DAS eligible options. These are all the attractions that you can use your DAS on. So you have a long list of them over here at Hollywood Studios. Now say you wanted, for example, to do Alien Swirling Saucers, which is currently a 20-minute wait right now. You would go ahead and click that and it would show you midway down, it'll say 5:35 p.m. DAS return time. So that you already know ahead of time is the time that you're going to be returning to your other attraction. So if I were to click that right now, it wouldn't let me make the return time, but you can go ahead and make it, and you can select which party members you want to actually join you on that attraction. Not everyone has to join you, but the person who's actually using the DAS must be there, so just bear that in mind. Really easy process. It basically just puts the power in your hands rather than the cast members. And as a general rule of thumb, you should always remember that you can only use one DAS at a time. God, you're right. Oh, God. Yeah, the bag's definitely. Told you. Slinky Dog Dash is always a fun ride, and I always recommend it if you can snag a lightning lane or then a fast pass. Always fun, and I recommend riding in the back row for a bit more of an intense experience, but not overly intense. It's still really fun for the kids, but if you're more of a thrill seeker, you'll enjoy the back row. Okay, let's try this again. Round two.
that concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park, and thanks for sticking with me. Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
You know, guys, I always found it amusing when Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway would break down, because the whole central theme of the ride is nothing can stop us now, and it breaks and the whole ride stops. Anyways, guys, we did have to leave the park a little bit early, so we're finishing off the video from home, but I do have some more information for you guys that you do need to know about. First things first, not only can you register for the DAS system at the park, but now you have the option to pre-register for the DAS before you even get here. So you can go ahead online to the Disney World website and log into your My Disney Experience account, and you can schedule a virtual meeting with a cast member to go ahead and get you or your family member registered for DAS ahead of time. Now, you can do this up to 2 days before your visit. So today that I'm filming this little clip right now is Saturday. The soonest I would be able to pre-register for a return time would be Tuesday, if that makes any sense. It's 2 full days, so Sunday and Monday, and then I would be able to go on Tuesday and to ride the attractions. Now, I haven't personally done this, but we know that this is a thing, and from what we are hearing, this whole process doesn't start until November. Like, you can go ahead and pre-register now, but it's only for trips in November, if that makes any sense. If I do find out any more information on that, I'll be sure to leave it down in the comments section below in a pinned comment. But yeah, basically, you talk to a cast member online, you pre-register like you would in the park. They ask you the same questions that you would in the park, and you get to set up whoever's in your party, make sure that everyone has their own My Disney Experience account, and you are all linked together, and you will be able to pre-register for 2 return times ahead of time when you get to the park. And then once you get to the park, you will be able to use the DAS as normal. I know when all this information came out, the verbiage was really weird and everyone was worried that we were only going to be able to get 2 return times per day, but that is not the case. You can pre-register for 2 return times, and then when you get to the park, you are able to use the DAS as normal along with those 2 return times ahead of time. So it is in your best interest and your family's best interest to pre-register ahead of time, so that way you can go ahead and get a head start on your day. Now, if you are wanting to use the DAS system paired with Genie Plus, you are able to do that. If you guys want to pay the additional $15 a day for Genie Plus and use the DAS system, you are able to do that together. So you are able to hold a DAS return time, and you are able to make a Lightning Lane reservation. For me personally though, I don't foresee my parents who use the DAS system to ever need to use Genie Plus with what we've experienced today. It was such an easy process, and we were able to get those 3 or 4 rides done super quick, and we don't really need Genie Plus if I'm going with my parents. So that's just my own personal opinion. If you are using the DAS, you really don't need to pay the $15 for Genie Plus or pay the additional a la carte fees for those other rides, because the DAS system does let you in the Lightning Lanes. Once again, guys, this video was for families who absolutely need the DAS system, and this is a video explaining on how to use it. This isn't a video encouraging people to go out and to try and get a DAS if you don't really need it, just to bypass the $15. Yes, I understand the $15 suck, but there are families out there who genuinely need the DAS service, and this video was for them, so that way they know how to use it and what to prepare for when they get here. If you guys have any other questions, please leave them down in the comments section below, and I will be sure to answer them as best as possible. Also, guys, if you do have any other questions, go ahead, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Twitter, and I will answer as many questions as I can. Also, guys, this new DAS system is still in its infancy, and we still have a lot more to learn about it, and they are going to be tweaking the system here and there just to make sure that it works well for all parties involved. So if anything new comes out, we will be making separate videos in the future. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new around here and you want to see more videos like this in the future. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.